Hello everyone, dear subscribers, guests of the channel. You are on the channel China is Great, and in today's video we will be unpacking another cycling computer with GPS from the company Coospo, which kindly provided it to me for review. It was already on the channel. I have a BC200. And this is already marked for us model BC1. What is the difference between them? I honestly haven't seen it yet. I also looked at the BC2 bc107 from the Coospo company. I still haven't found the difference between them. Only for now it's obvious, that is, in the design itself, and the buttons are placed on the front panel. But let me remind you what's on BC2 if you haven't seen this video yet. The hint will be here in the upper right corner of this video. There B2. We had buttons on the ends, that is, on the side. The cost of this cycling computer was $47. I'll leave the link below in the description, so go ahead and buy it because that it has synchronization with Strava and is waterproof from splashes in the water there. In general, IP67 in general, it won't drown in the rain, so let's probably. By the way, I already have even a small difference and found that here, as I said, the design is different, and in the cabbage soup version BC2 there the battery wrote that it lasted for 36 hours, here for 28 hours. Respectively, maybe purely because of this, we have a difference. So, the first thing we have, as always, is the user manual paper. Of course, it's kind of yellow, burnt out right now, and so on. The set I probably won't bother us. Even here it's clean. Here are the fastening elastic bands. The main thing is that they are, in principle, there, and this is already good. That is, we also have a USB charging cable. Everything is according to the standard. And by the way, we have a hexagon. All this is basically not interesting to us. The most interesting thing is itself bike computer. Well, by the way, it's also so big in size, not small in size, probably plus or minus the same as the previous one. The seller has two colors, black and orange. That is, you can even choose the color. This is very rare for bike computers in general. On the back, we have it 500 mAh written, although it's probably not written in the description. Yes, in general, in the seller's description it was written that there is a 1000 hour battery on this cycling computer. I don't know why this is so. Well, probably it should be like this. Okay, we remove the protective film. Everything turns on quite simply. Just press the button, it turns on immediately. It's trivial, everything quickly. Then we, in order to do all this, set up the entire bike computer. That is, we will need to enter our data, such as weight, wheel size, synchronize this, everything, and everything. In general, to do this, we need an application on a phone on Android or iOS. It's called X. That is, enter it in the market or in the store and download it all. Everything is already banal there. It's just that I already told you there and everything, but now I guess I'll install this son on and we'll drive. That is, I'll show you how it works, what kind of goodies we have here, and anything in general. If I hear, I'll generally find differences with the previous one because I still have it in my memory what the 200th looked like and how it worked. The main thing is that there is a backlight, and this is already good. By the way, they also show degrees. As we see, the GS battery in the OTK view is very similar because so it disassembles itself. There are screws. If you suddenly need to disassemble it, I don't know why there's a need to change the battery or see what's inside. The plug is also rubber or silicone. It's not clear what kind of material it is. In general, it closes tightly like that. Yes, it's normal to close it like that. That is, with water it definitely won't flood here. Well, now we'll understand. Let's go for a ride and see what the difference is in general with BC2, and is it worth overpaying there, although a little there, $4. That is, this 47 was worth that 51. That is there any point in paying extra at all to overpay $4? And what are we overpaying for? The main thing is these $4, and maybe I'll even somehow take the previous one because it wasn't mine. I tell you straight away, they didn't send it to me either. Just a friend bought it. and asked me to compare them if, of course, there are about 300 likes there, at least 300, then I'll compare them, so let's go. So I drove almost 4 km, it's not even a navigator, but more of a bike computer with a GPS function, that is, everything. Tracks mileage, speed, everything using GPS. What's the difference between the B200 and this B17? The fact that in the second version the battery lasts longer, the design is made a little differently. And BC200 you can change the screen, that is, you can customize each one individually for yourself. For example, you set yourself a cadence or an average speed there, and so on. But here we just have one screen, a second screen, a third screen, and basically everything. That is, on the first screen we have all the indicators, time, degrees. Then that we now have the check-in connection turned on, that is, the GPS shows us that there is a battery, that is, this is the first lap there circle maybe. We have 10 kilometers and 5 kilometers, this is how it will be. The gradient shows what percentage of the distance we have covered, and the time we have traveled. The second screen is our average speed, shows 25 kilometers al, that alt a loss of type A, type height probably gradient. Average me 0.3%, that is, the whole time I was practically driving from the hill. Yes, it's most likely now probably the height is exactly that, I'm not sure what that means. And the third, the screen, is our maximum speed, which was how many kilocalories did I burn. Like 104 average distance, or rather average total mileage odometer 3.79 kilometers, and the maximum gradient was 2.1%. that is, in principle, everything is here, there is nothing else. You won't go into the settings, even though it's drawn here gear. You all forget about it on that version of the BC200. You could set it in the bike computer itself. What is your age, weight, height, man, woman, wheel? Well, here. By the way, the wheel is also name. If you have 26 by 195, you set it to 250 millimeters. That is, all this is set in the settings. And in principle, there is nothing more here. Plus the fact that synchronization using the application is called the application. That is, there is also a driver nearby, not X like BC2, but here is another application. That is, according to the application, there is nothing complicated either. Log in to Strava, login password, save all the affairs of the aircraft and so on. To set up the bike, or rather the bike computer, we hold down the right button, we get P1, we press in the center, nothing, yes, like we are looking for sensors here. Which ones? But we do NT have any sensors? Again we hold down, no, we press back, we press the right button once, P2, we set the wheel size, everything is set. P3, we set the clock belt. Plus 3, for example, everything was set to P4 kilometers. Kilometers or miles per hour, and the last ones were set to P5, that is, to the memory. That is, if you have connecting rods with a power sensor, then you need to set it here too, but I don't have all this. That is, as for me and the functions, generally practically useless. The coolest thing is that 31 degrees shows. Right now start the training. Pressed in the center everything, and accordingly we go. How can you summarize? If you choose between BC2 and BC107, I will definitely take BC2. Let okay, I'll pay extra for these $4, but the difference here will be just really colossal. It's not that there's just a little bit there. The design of the other buttons are arranged differently, and so on. Damn it. That version is really better, of course, and this is also good. Damn, it displays a lot of data. That is very necessary. Even time degrees, that is, the current speed, and the main thing is that the screen is not small, so to speak, and the fact that it is rechargeable. You don't need to put batteries here, some kind of batteries. These tablets should be changed every time. There, once every 2 or 3 years, once 2 or 3 times a year, for example. Well, it's different for everyone. Maybe someone has been riding for 5 years in it. Doesn't change, I had it so I changed it 2 or 3 times in a year, that is. The cycling computer is also quite good, the link will be lower in the description. And it's all there with you Andre channel. Well great, don't forget to subscribe and like everyone, good luck and see you again soon.